Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Cincinnati Reds. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now, and getting the start for Cincinnati, Brady Singer.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win, and really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
So up now for Chicago, Kelly Sullivan.
Number 62.
Fought off foul. On the ground, De La Cruz. Now the throw to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Ian Happ.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
That one ripped. That's back there. And that is gone. He made him pay for that one. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 1-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Base is empty, one away. So here's Kyle Tucker now. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. Tucker with an impressive 3-homer performance in his last game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. See you later. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they add a run. It's 2-0. I mean, what else can you say at this point, Chris? This hitting streak just continues to amaze us as it's well into the 50s.
It just feels like there's no end in sight, and I think we all hope that's true. Every game, it seems he finds a way to make us say, wow. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Ian Happ up to hit. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
That is fifth. The third base.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
1 out, runner at second. John Birdie at the plate.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Pushed that hitting streak to 12 games the last time out.
That one hit to right. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And our pitcher in this game, Jamison Taillon. Singy's looking at a nice little milestone here.
Well, he's been sitting on 99 career wins. I think he's got it in him for 100 today. Excited to be in the chair and watch him work.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley. Singy, he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Right side, and it's off the bag. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So, man aboard. Now it's the DH, Spencer Steer. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Steer batting second in today's lineup. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. Fraley gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him swinging.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Here comes a pitch. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Mena under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
Here's the lineup for the Reds. 1 point of concern hitting in that 2-hole, Spencer Steer.
Yeah, he just hasn't been much of a threat this year, hitting in the low 200s right now. And when you're going through this lineup, his struggles really seem to stand out. I know he's doing whatever he can to get back on track, and so we'll see if he can find his way in this one. Maybe show some good signs to us, get it going some way, somehow.
Jamer Candelario in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We move to the second here in Cincinnati. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Cincinnati. Now, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Crow Armstrong.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and foul ball. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
And that's way high. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Friedel makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Gage.
2 outs,
Workman.
base is empty. Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Hit in the air, center field. Friedel makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back. To the ballpark, bottom of the second, and now TJ Friedel. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Popped up. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Will Benson.
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. Good power, not great in the OBP department. There's a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Christian.
So a man at first. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. Fastball for a strike at 95. Benson over at first with 1 away.
Ball, that's
In the
down.
dirt, but kept close. There's the strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So digging in, Matt McClain.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
It's 0-1.
Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Mena squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Reds leave 1, and they're down 2-0.
We gon' make it epic, epic, epic. We gon' make it epic, epic, yeah. We gon' light it up.
Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Sullivan.
Them don't know me, word to Romy and Naomi. Opinionated, opinions hated, it's all trash. This kid the greatest, it's flaming, it's all gas. Breaking down the young and what I owed him. Trying to fit into an aura that I'm molding. Off the mold, break the cycle of who likes you and what.
Singer back to work. And that one popped in the air, left field. Fraley hauls it in for the out. Stepping in, Cody Sullivan. One home run
Now
shy of 200 for
Cody
his career.
Sullivan.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Sullivan with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Now a screamer into the outfield. Benson makes the catch. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
2 outs, nobody on. Ian Happ now at the plate. Doubled his first time. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Benson raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. This is Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Trevino.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Lifted in the air, right center field. That gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Recognized the break on that
Now
pitch
batting,
early,
left
and
fielder,
that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know,
Riley.
it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Bush makes the grab, 1 away.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the
Now
hitter,
batting,
and
the designated
nothing more
hitter,
frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And he chases that one. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Right through there for a strike. Trevino off of first with 2 away. That one fouled off. In the air, left field. Happ in position, and that ends the inning. So 1 left for Cincinnati. Still down 3-0. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, John Birdie.
John
Singer,
Birdie.
28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. In the air, left side. Fraley getting an angle on it. And makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Trying to bunt his way on, and that goes foul. Man at first, one away. In the air, left field, down the line. And a foul ball. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
And here is Matt Shaw. This to center field. Dives, and he can't hang on. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Brady Singer won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Andrew Abbott 41. On to pitch here.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And here is Gage Workman. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
All loaded up, top half of inning number 4. Strike 2. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Tony Santillan appears to be getting loose. Pagan also throwing. 0-2 now. Just missed.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Bases loaded. 1 away. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
So the batting order turns over, and up next for Chicago, Kelly Sullivan. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
No, that
Ball
missed.
1 on a pitch inside.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. No runs despite the 3 hits, no errors, and they leave them loaded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
First pitch just misses.
Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air right field. Tucker should have it. He makes the grab. One down.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need
Now
to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Friedel batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So up next,
right
Will
fielder,
Benson.
number 30,
1 for 1 with a single so far.
Benson.
There's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Late on that fastball.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Offense held in check there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Sullivan.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
That one missed.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs, that's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-0. And misses inside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing and a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
High fly ball out to center field. Friedel makes the play. 1 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
So
John
man aboard. Now
Birdie.
here is John Birdie. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive. Come on.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Bush.
Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 2. just
Ball, that's
missed.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Fouled off left side. Two outs. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third. That one ripped left field to the warning track, makes the catch. So 2 runs in the inning on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Reds nothing.